Before I start, I'm going to start off with a little joke, like Joel Osteen always does. So, a minister told his congregation, next week I plan to preach about the sin of lying. To help you understand my sermon, I want you all to read Mark 17. The following Sunday, as he prepared to deliver his sermon, the minister asked for a show of hands. He wanted to know how many had read Mark 17. He smiled and said, Mark only has 16 chapters. Now, let me proceed with my sermon on the sin of lying. Now, today I'm going to be talking to you about how God answers our prayers. God is always faithful to answer. Sometimes his answer is a much desired yes. Sometimes his answer is a dreadful no. And sometimes his answer is a faith-building not yet. And sometimes, just sometimes, his answer, whenever an answer cannot be found, his answer is simply just trust me. No, prayer can lead to big things, as you guys might know. But let's say Michaela wants to be a great singer. All she has to do is pray to God. And if it's in God's will, he will answer that prayer. No, God doesn't always answer our prayers the way we might want them to be answered. Now, if we turn to Matthew 20:20. Then came to him the mother of Zebedee's children with her sons, worshiping him, and desiring a certain thing of him. And he said unto her, What wilt thou? She saith unto him, Grant that these two sons may sit, the one on thy right hand and other on the left in thy kingdom. But Jesus answered and said, Ye know not what ye ask. Are ye able to drink of the cup that I shall drink of, and to be baptized with the baptism that I am baptized with? They say unto him, We are able. And he saith unto them, Ye shall drink indeed of my cup, and be baptized with baptized with. But to sit on my right hand and on my left is not mine to give, but it shall be given to them whom is it prepared for my Father. So to sum that up, that meant Zebedee's wife went up to Jesus and asked for her two sons to send them to Jesus when they get to heaven. But Jesus says, No, for it is not mine to give. But God also said no to Jesus. Just before Jesus was about to be crucified, he asked God if there is any other way for him to save our sins. I got lost. He asked, Let this cup pass from me, but not my will, but thine be done. So a good moral for all that is to trust in God, because he knows what he's doing, and we don't always know what we're doing. And sometimes we just have to wait in God, and that really stinks sometimes. Just like my mom and dad did. 13 years ago, my mom and dad wanted to have a baby. The doctor said it wasn't possible. They weren't able to have a child. They tried for 3 years until I came out. They probably regret trying that long after I came out. This wasn't a very long story, so I'm just going to get to the ending. So we just need to pray to God and keep faith in him, but we need to be prepared for what God's answer is. Thank you.